Okay, good afternoon, all of you. So, in last lecture, we have covered that point, that is radiation exchange between black bodies separated by a non-absorbing medium. So, we have derived the equation for that. So, we have considering the two areas A1, A2, and temperatures are T1, T2, and by using that solid angle d omega 1 and d omega 2, we have derived the equation in the form of shape factor. So, what is that equation? What is that final equation we get? That is Q1 to 2 is equal to A1 F12 sigma T1 raised to 4 minus T2 raised to 4. Okay, so this is the final equation which is applicable to only black surfaces are there. If only black surfaces are there. Okay, and after that we have discussed about that shape factor. So what is meant by shape factor? Shape factor is nothing but it is defined as the fraction of radioactive energy that is diffused from one surface element and strikes the other surface directly with no intervening reflections. Okay, so we have discussed about the shape factors. Then we have to discuss about the silent features of the shape factor. There are different silent features. That is, first one is the shape factor is purely function of geometric parameters only. Shape factor is the purely function of geometric parameters only. Then we have discussed about the when the two bodies are exchanging radiant energy with each other, the shape factor relation is A1 F12 is equal to A2 F21. Okay. Then after that we have discussed the third silent feature, that is enclosure theorem. So what is that enclosure theorem? Summation changes from n1 to n is equal to n, then f and f mn is equal to 1, and that m changes from 1 to n. So we have written that equation for the three bodies, that is f11 plus f12 plus f13 is equal to 1. Similarly for the second body we have written the equation as a f21 plus f22 plus f23 is equal to 1, and similarly for third body f31 f32 plus f33 is equal to 1. Okay, then we have discussed about the flat surfaces. So for the flat surface, what is the shape factor for f11? That is 0. Then for the convex surface, what is the value of f11? That is 0. Then we have discussed about the concave surface. So for the concave surface, f11 is not equal to 0, because some of the energy, that is energy which is emitted from that surface, and that energy will be strike on the same surface. So therefore f11 is not equal to 0 for the concave surface. Similarly we have discussed about the seventh silent feature, that is A1 is there and A2 is there, and in that A2 there are two areas are there, A3 and A4. Then what is the relation for that? That is f12 is equal to f13 plus f14. And then after that we have discussed about the parallel plates. So if two long parallel plates are there, then what is the relation for the shape factor? That is f12 is equal to f21, and that value becomes 1. Okay, then we have discussed the 2 3 problems on the shape factor. So we have calculated the shape factor for the hemisphere. So for the hemisphere we have calculated the values according to the silent features. So f11 plus f12 is equal to 1, and f21 plus f22 is equal to 1. So for the flat plate we know that f11 is equal to 0. So from that we get the value f12 is equal to 1. So in this way we have calculated the shape factor for the hemisphere. Then we have calculated the shape factors for the concentric cylinder. Then we have calculated the shape factor for the equilateral triangle. Okay, equilateral triangle. Okay, yes sir. Now we have to present the second PPT of the radiation. Check your mail and okay. Now today we have to discuss the next point, that is energy exchange by radiation between two gray surfaces. Now in last lecture we have discussed about the black bodies are there, and then what is the shape factor, and we have calculated the values of the shape factor for the different parameters or different surfaces. If parallel plates are there, then hemisphere is there, concentric cylinders are there, then we have calculated the values of the shape factor, values of the shape factor. Now next point we have to discuss, that is energy exchange by radiation between two gray surfaces. Means two gray surfaces are there, and then radiation heat transfer is takes place between these two gray surfaces. So for that we have to calculate the what is mean by space resistance, then what is mean by surface resistance. In bracket we have written as a electrical network analogy for thermal radiation system. Okay, electrical network analogy. So already in the conduction and in convection we have discussed about this electrical analogy. Okay, so current is analogous to heat, then potential difference, because of the potential difference current is flowing. Okay, as per the whole Ohm's law, I is equal to dv by r. So what is the meaning of that equation? Current is flowing because of the potential difference, and that r is resistance which is opposes the current. So this is about the Ohm's law. So we are comparing this equation with the our heat transfer system. So in the conduction, what is our standard equation? That is q is equal to k into a into dt by dx. So by comparing these two equations, we get the value of thermal resistance. So for the conduction, we get the value of thermal resistance, that is L by k into a. This is the resistance, means this factor opposes the heat flow. हा फॅक्टर ही जी व्हॅल्यू असणार आहे, दॅट व्हॅल्यू अपोजेस दी हीट फ्लो. इन दी Ohm's law, resistance is opposes the current in the same manner in the heat transfer. Due to conduction in that system, if there is a plane wall, then resistance is equal to L by K. Okay, so for this cylinder we have calculated the resistance, then for this sphere we have calculated the resistance. Okay, and for the convection, what is the value of resistance? That is 1 upon h into a, because what is the standard equation for the convection? That is q is equal to h into a into delta t. Okay, so we have to take that ha into denominator, so it becomes 1 upon ha. So that factor opposes the current flow. So that 1 upon ha, that factor is nothing but resistance to convection. That factor is nothing but resistance to convection. So this is nothing but electrical analogy, means whatever the our system is heat transfer system. Now we have to comparing this heat transfer system with the electrical system. We have to comparing this heat transfer system with the electrical system, and by using these two equations we have to check the analogy between the parameters of the electrical system and heat transfer system. Okay, so this is the related to the conduction and convection. Now we have continuing the chapter radiation. So in the radiation there are different equations, and by using that equations we have to comparing these equations with the electrical system. So because of that, the name of this point is given as a electrical network analogy for the thermal radiation system. जी काय thermal radiation system आहे, ती system आपण electrical system शी compare करणार. We have to comparing this system with the electrical system and find out the relation between the different parameters. Relation between the different parameters. Okay, so all of you write down the next heading: energy exchange by radiation. Write down energy exchange by radiation between energy exchange by radiation between two gray surfaces. Energy exchange by radiation between two gray surfaces. Two gray surfaces. In bracket we have to write down electrical network analogy. Electrical network analogy for thermal radiation system. Electrical network analogy for thermal radiation system. For thermal radiation system. Okay, so in this system, first of all you have to understand the some terminologies. So before going to start this derivation, we have to understand the meaning of the different parameters. So write down the first parameter or first point, that is irradiation. So all of you write down irradiation in bracket G. So already we have discussed this. G is nothing but incident radiation. And what is the another name for the incident radiation? That is irradiation. So all of you write down first point or first terminology, that is irradiation, and it is denoted by capital G. Okay, so all of you write down irradiation in bracket. We have to write down capital G. Okay, this is nothing but incident radiations. Okay, so all of you write down the definition for the incident radiation or irradiation. So what is meant by this irradiation? It is defined as the total radiation incident upon a surface per unit time, per unit area, and it is expressed in watt per meter square. So already we have discussed that is incident radiation, and that incident radiation is nothing but irradiation, and it is denoted by capital G. So all of you write down the definition. It is defined as the total radiation incident upon a surface per unit time, radiation incident upon a surface per unit time, per unit area, per unit area, per unit area, full stop. It is expressed and watt per meter square. It is expressed and watt per meter square, watt per meter square, full stop. समजलं का बघा? What is the meaning of irradiation? So it is defined as the total radiation incident upon a surface. म्हणजे जी काय radiation आहेत ती जी काय incident होणार आहेत surface वरती per unit time and per unit area, that is nothing but irradiation. Okay, then write down next point, that is next terminology, that is radiosity, and it is denoted by capital J. So all of you write down radiosity in bracket capital J, radiosity in bracket capital J, radiosity in bracket capital J. So what is the meaning of this radiosity? So radiosity is nothing but it is defined as total radiation leaving a surface per unit time per unit एरिया. आज जसं आपण इरॅडिएशनला म्हणले की जी काही टोटल रॅडिएशन असणार आहे ती सरफेस वरती इन्सिडेंट होणार आहेत पर युनिट एरिया पर युनिट टाइम. अँड व्हॉट अबाउट द रेडिओसिटी? इट इज डिफाइंड ॲज ए टोटल रॅडिएशन एखाद्या सरफेस जी काही रॅडिएशन सोडून जाणार आहे त्या सरफेसला per unit area per unit time, that is nothing but radiosity. Okay, so all of you write down the definition of radiosity. Radiosity, it is denoted by capital J, radiosity in bracket capital J. So write down the definition of the radiosity. It is defined as total radiation leaving a surface. It is defined as total radiation. It is defined as total radiation leaving a surface per unit time per unit area. It is defined as total radiation leaving a surface per unit time per unit area, per unit time per unit area, full stop. Next line, it is also expressed in watt per meter square. It is also expressed in watt per meter square, okay. So in the diagram now we have to denote the what is mean by irradiation and what is mean by radiosity. आता आपल्याला माहिती आहे इरॅडिएशन म्हणजे काय, जी काय रॅडिएशन एखाद्या सरफेस वरती इन्सिडेंट होणार आहेत, दॅट इज नथिंग बट कॅपिटल जी. अँड व्हॉट इज मीन बाय कॅपिटल जे, दॅट इज इट इज डिफाइन्ड ॲज ए टोटल रॅडिएशन लिव्हिंग ए सरफेस, म्हणजे एखाद्या सरफेस मधून जी काय रॅडिएशन सरफेसला सोडून जाणार आहे, दॅट इज नथिंग बट कॅपिटल जे. ओके, सो ऑल ऑफ यू ड्रॉ दिस डायग्राम. Make one surface, one straight line at the bottom side, that is nothing but there is a one surface, and on this surface radiations are incident, and that radiation, incident radiation, is nothing but irradiation, and it is denoted by capital G. Okay, so whatever the radiation which is coming on the surface, it is denoted by capital G, and it is nothing but incident radiation. Okay, आता जी म्हणजे काय असणार आहेत, जी काही रॅडिएशन्स असणार आहेत ती इन्सिडेंट झालेली रॅडिएशन्स आहेत, दॅट इज नथिंग बट कॅपिटल जी. आता ही जी काही रॅडिएशन इन्सिडेंट होणार आहेत त्यातली सगळीच रेडिएशन त्याच्यामध्ये ट्रान्समिट होणार आहेत का, किंवा त्याच्यामधून पास होणार आहेत का, त्याच्यामध्ये ऍब्सॉर्ब होणार आहेत का? तर काही रेडिएशन काय होणार आहेत, सम ऑफ द रेडिएशन विल बी डायरेक्टली रिफ्लेक्टेड. जी काही इन्सिडेंट रेडिएशन असणार आहेत, काही रेडिएशन जी असणार आहेत ती डायरेक्ट रिफ्लेक्ट होणार आहेत. सम ऑफ द रेडिएशन्स आर डायरेक्टली रिफ्लेक्टेड. आणि जी काही बॉडी आहे, जो काही आपला सरफेस आहे, त्याच्यामधून काही रेडिएशन काय होणार आहेत, इमिट होणार आहेत.
Okay, some of the radiation from that particular surface are emitted and some of the radiation will be reflected. समजते का बघा, एखाद्या सरफेस वरती ज्यावेळेला आपण इन्सिडेंट रेडिएशन करतोय त्यावेळेला त्यातली काही रेडिएशन ही डायरेक्टली रिफ्लेक्ट होत आहेत आणि जी काय आपली फ्लॅट प्लेट आहे त्या फ्लॅट मधून काही रेडिएशन ही इमिट केली जाणार आहेत. ओके, सो रेडिओसिटी म्हणजे काय असणार आहेत, जी काही रेडिएशन आहेत, जी काही रेडिएशन सरफेसला सोडून जाणार आहेत, म्हणजे ती रिफ्लेक्टेड रेडिएशन पण असणार आहेत आणि त्या बॉडीमधून इमिट झालेली पण रेडिएशन असणार आहेत. ओके, सो इमिटेड रेडिएशन इज डिनोटेड बाय कॅपिटल ई, दॅट इज नथिंग बट इमिसिव्ह पॉवर. Okay, capital is nothing but emitted radiation from the surface. Capital E is nothing but emitted radiation from the surface. आणि reflected radiation आपण कसं calculate करतोय, because we have concept that is reflectivity and reflectivity is denoted by rho. आपण ऑलरेडी डेफिनेशन्स बघितलेले, व्हॉट इज मीन बाय ऍब्सॉर्प्टिव्हिटी, व्हॉट इज मीन बाय रिफ्लेक्टिव्हिटी, देन व्हॉट इज मीन बाय ट्रान्समिटिव्हिटी. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द डेफिनेशन ऑफ द रिफ्लेक्टिव्हिटी, रिफ्लेक्टिव्हिटी इज नथिंग बट काय असणार सांगा, रिफ्लेक्टेड रेडिएशन डिवायडेड बाय इन्सिडेंट रेडिएशन. सो रो इज इक्वल टू जी आर डिवायडेड बाय incident radiation, that is capital G. So from this we have to calculate the GR. So GR is nothing but G into rho. Okay, so G into rho is nothing but reflected radiation from the incident radiation. जी काय रेडिएशन आपली इन्सिडेंट झाली त्यातली किती रेडिएशन रिफ्लेक्ट झाले ते आपण कसं कॅल्क्युलेट करणार आहे, रिफ्लेक्टेड रेडिएशन इज इक्वल टू रिफ्लेक्टिव्हिटी इंटू इन्सिडेंट रेडिएशन. सो रिफ्लेक्टिव्हिटी इज नथिंग बट रो and incident radiation is nothing but G. Okay, so therefore what is the value of capital J? कॅपिटल जे म्हणजे काय असणार आहेत, एका सरफेस करून जी काही रेडिएशन त्या सरफेसला सोडून गेलेले आहेत त्याची जी काही टोटल असणार आहे, दॅट इज नथिंग बट रेडिओसिटी. म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये इमिटेड रेडिएशन पण असणार आहेत आणि रिफ्लेक्टेड रेडिएशन पण असणार आहेत. इमिटेड रेडिएशन आपण ई ने डिनोट करणार आहे, कॅपिटल ई, प्लस रिफ्लेक्टेड रेडिएशन आपण कशाने डिनोट करणार आहे, रो इंटू जी. सो देअरफॉर वी हॅव टू ड्रॉ द टू arrows which is radiation, one arrow for the radiation emitted from the surface, that is it is denoted by capital E, and another arrow which is for the reflected radiation, and what is the value of reflected radiation, that is G, rho into G. Okay, so addition of these two is nothing but that much amount of radiations are leaving from the surface. So therefore J is equal to E plus rho G. J is equal to E plus rho G. Okay, so all of you write down, mention that two arrows, one arrow for E, that is emitted radiation, another arrow for the reflected radiation, that is rho plus G, and the reduce it is nothing but J plus J is equal to E plus rho G. Okay, so all of you draw this diagram. Those who are remaining, write down that J is equal to E plus rho into G. एवढी रेडिएशन काय होणार आहे, ते सरफेसला सोडून जाणार आहेत. त्यातली काही इमिटेड असतील आणि काही रिफ्लेक्टेड असतील. इमिटेडचं मीनिंग काय असणार आहे, तर इमिटेड इज denoted by capital E and reflected is denoted by rho into G. Okay, next slide. Okay, so radiosity is nothing but emitted radiation from the surface plus reflected radiation from the incident radiation. So all of you write down, radiosity is equal to emitted radiation from the surface, emitted radiation from the surface, emitted radiation from the surface plus reflected radiation from the incident radiation, reflected radiation from the incident radiation. So all of you write down that statement. Okay, so all of you write down radiosity. What is the meaning of radiosity? Okay, so radiosity is denoted by capital J and emitted radiation is nothing but capital E, and reflected radiation from the incident radiation is denoted by rho into G. So all of you write down that equation, J is equal to E plus rho into G. Write down that equation. All of you write down.
ओके. सो जे इज इक्वल टू ई प्लस रो जी, म्हणजे एवढी रेडिएशन काय होणार आहे त्या सरफेसला सोडून जाणार आहेत. म्हणजे त्यात इमिटेड रेडिएशन पण असणार आहेत आणि रिफ्लेक्टेड रेडिएशन पण असणार आहेत. इमिटेड रेडिएशन इज डिनोटेड बाय कॅपिटल ई अँड रिफ्लेक्टेड रेडिएशन इज डिनोटेड बाय रो इंटू जी. ओके. सो नाउ राइट ऑन द नेक्स्ट लाइन, द नेट एनर्जी लिविंग फ्रॉम द सरफेस, the net energy leaving from the surface, net energy leaving from the surface. आता आपल्याला नेट एनर्जी फाइंड आउट करायचं. नाउ वी हॅव टू फाइंड आउट दी नेट एनर्जी, मीन्स अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी coming into the surface and amount of energy going out from the surface. That value is known to us. So by using that values, now we have to calculate the net energy leaving from the surface. Okay. म्हणजे समजा we have to consider the total radiations leaving from the surface, that is suppose that value is 100, and energy coming into the surface, that is suppose we have to consider that is 50. So what is the net energy leaving from the surface? That is 100 minus 50. That 50 is nothing but that much amount of net energy leaving from the surface. So according to this concept, we have to write down the equation, that is net energy. So J, what is the unit of J? That is watt per meter square. What is the unit of G? That is watt per meter square. So net energy we have to calculate. So there is a J and G having unit is watt per meter square. So take the energy area. So that is Q by A. Q by A is equal to J minus G. Q by A is equal to J minus G. J म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? एवढी रेडिएशन त्या सरफेसला सोडून जाणार आहेत, आणि G म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? तेवढी रेडिएशन सरफेसच्या आतमध्ये येणार आहे. ओके. सो दॅट डिफरन्स इज नथिंग बट net energy leaving from the surface. So write down Q by A. What is the unit of Q by A? That is watt per meter square, because J and G is in the watt per meter square. So I have to take the Q by A. That is rate of energy per unit area. That is Q by A is equal to capital J minus G. Okay. And write down that is the equation number 1. All of you write down that is the equation number 1. Okay. But already we have written the equation for the J. At the upper side we have written the equation for the capital J. So write down that equation, but capital J is equal to E plus rho G. Write down equation for the capital J. Capital J is equal to E plus rho into G. E plus rho into G. Okay. So already we know that as per the definition of the emissivity, emissivity is equal to emissive power of a body to the emissive power of a black body. So this is the definition of the emissivity. Emissivity is equation काय असते? Epsilon is equal to E upon EB. So from this equation, what is the value of capital E? That is epsilon into EB. Okay. So instead of E, we have to write down the epsilon into EB. Okay. So by using that, we have to write down the equation of the capital J. So capital J is equal to, write down capital J is equal to epsilon into EB. epsilon म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? इमिसिव्हिटी असणार आहे. कॅपिटल ई इंटू बी म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? इमिसिव्हिटी ऑफ इमिसिव्ह पॉवर ऑफ अ ब्लॅक बॉडी प्लस रो इंटू जी. ओके. इमिसिव्हिटीच्या डेफिनेशन वरून आपण काय लिहू शकतो? ई अपॉन ई बी. फ्रॉम दॅट ई इज इक्वल टू व्हॉट? इमिसिव्हिटी इंटू ई बी. म्हणून आपण ईच्या जागेला काय लिहिलेलं आहे? epsilon into EB. So write down that equation, J is equal to epsilon into EB plus rho into G, and that is the equation number 2. All of you write down equation number 2. J is equal to epsilon into EB plus rho into G, and this is the equation number 2. ओके. सिंपल आहे बघा. J चे इक्वेशन आपण इन द फॉर्म ऑफ इमिसिव्हिटी लिहिलेलं आहे. Okay. J is equal to epsilon into EB plus rho into G. This is the equation number 2. Okay. Then next slide. Okay. So as we know that one relation, that is the relation between absorptivity, reflectivity and transmissivity. So addition of this absorptivity, reflectivity and transmissivity is equal to 1. Okay. So but for the opaque surface, so what is the relation for the opaque surface? Transmissivity is equal to 0. We have seen the different bodies, that is black body, what is meant by black body, what is meant by white body, what is meant by gray body, what is meant by opaque body. So as per the relation, we know that what is the standard relation, that is alpha
plus rho plus tau is equal to 1. So this is the standard equation, and as per the bodies this relation may change. Okay, so if opaque body is there, then transmissivity is equal to 0. ज्यावेळेला opaque body असणार आहे त्यावेळेला transmissivity काय असणार आहे 0 असणार आहे. So for the opaque surface tau is equal to 0, so therefore alpha plus rho is equal to 1. So from that we get the rho is equal to 1 minus alpha. Okay, so all of you write down. But for opaque comma diffuse and gray surface, but for opaque comma diffuse and gray surface, opaque comma diffuse and gray surface alpha plus rho plus tau is equal to 1. Alpha plus rho plus tau is equal to 1. Alpha plus rho plus tau is equal to 1. Okay, so as we know that for the opaque surface transmissivity is equal to 0. जे काही आपण ग्लासेस बघतोय तर ग्लासेस मध्ये एनर्जी ट्रान्समिट होत नाही, सो देअरफॉर टाउ इज इक्वल टू 0. Okay, so therefore we have to take the tau is equal to 0. So if we have to putting that tau is equal to 0, then equation becomes alpha plus rho is equal to 1. So therefore write down, therefore alpha plus rho is equal to 1. Alpha plus rho is equal to 1. Okay, so write down, therefore what is the value of rho? Rho is equal to 1 minus alpha. So therefore rho is equal to 1 minus alpha. So we have seen one law related to the radiation. So basically there are four laws which is related to the radiation, that is Stefan-Boltzmann law, then Kirchhoff's law, then Planck's law, and then Wien's displacement law. So these are the four laws which is related to the radiation. Now we have to see the relation for the Kirchhoff's law. So for the Kirchhoff's law states that absorption is equal to emissivity when the two bodies are thermal equilibrium with the each other. जे दोन बॉडी जर थर्मल इक्विलिब्रियम मध्ये असतील त्यावेळेला एका बॉडीची जी काही ऍब्सॉर्बिव्हिटी असणार आहे तेवढीच त्या बॉडीची काय असणार आहे, इमिसिव्हिटी असणार आहे. सो बाय दी किर्चॉफ्स लॉ फॉर ग्रे बॉडी अल्फा इज इक्वल टू epsilon, that is absorptivity is equal to emissivity. Okay, so write down by Kirchhoff's law for gray body, by Kirchhoff's law for gray body alpha is equal to epsilon. Okay, absorptivity is equal to emissivity. Okay, so in earlier equation we have written that rho is equal to 1 minus alpha. Now by the Kirchhoff's law we get the value of alpha is equal to emissivity, that is absorptivity is equal to emissivity, that is epsilon. So instead of alpha we have to put the epsilon, so therefore rho is equal to 1 minus epsilon. So all of you put that value. So rho is equal to 1 minus emissivity, that is epsilon. Okay, rho is equal to 1 minus emissivity. So write down that relation. So we get this relation by using the Kirchhoff's law. We get this relation by using the Kirchhoff's law. Okay, so already we have written that equation number 2. Equation number 2 काय सांगा? What is the equation number 2? J is equal to epsilon into EB plus rho into G. So in that equation we have to put the value of rho ची value आपण calculate केलेली आहे 1 minus emissivity. So instead of rho we have to put the value of 1 minus rho, and by using that equation we have to calculate the value of capital G. समजते बघा. इक्वेशन नंबर 2 जे आहे आपलं इक्वेशन नंबर 2 काय आहे, J इज इक्वल टू ऍप्सिलॉन इंटू EB प्लस रो इंटू G. तर त्याच्यामध्ये रोच्या जागेला तुम्ही काय पुट करणार, रो इज इक्वल टू 1 मायनस ऍप्सिलॉन. सो वी हॅव टू पुट दॅट instead of rho, that is 1 minus epsilon, and by using that whole equation we have to calculate the value of capital G. and capital G ची काय व्हॅल्यू येते ती पुट करा आणि मला सांगा. फाइंड आउट द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ कॅपिटल G फ्रॉम इक्वेशन नंबर 2. इक्वेशन नंबर 2 मध्ये रोच्या जागेला 1 मायनस epsilon पुट करा and by using that equation we have to find out the value of capital G. Okay, so all of you do this calculation and tell me the answer of capital G in the chat box, or unmute yourself and tell me the answer for the capital G. Okay, so all of you do this. Okay, so anyone tell me what is the value of capital G from that equation number 2? Anyone unmute yourself and tell me the answer for that. Capital G is equal to what? Anyone? Tell me.
Yes,
Anyone?
sir. Capital J minus epsilon,
Hmm.
capital EB divided by 1 minus epsilon.
Okay, correct. So this is the value of capital G. So capital G is nothing but irradiation, and we have calculated the value of capital G, and that value is nothing but J minus epsilon into EB divided by 1 minus epsilon. Okay. Yes, sir. Next slide. So we have calculated the value of capital G. So from equation 2, we have put the value of, instead of rho, that is 1 minus epsilon. So by putting that value, we get the value of capital G. Okay, so J is equal to 1 minus epsilon into G plus epsilon into EB. So we have to take that E into epsilon into EB at the left hand side. So J minus epsilon into EB is equal to 1 minus epsilon bracket complete into G. So from that we get the value of capital G. So therefore capital G is equal to J minus epsilon into EB divided by 1 minus epsilon. Okay. So this is the value of the capital G. This is the value of the capital G. Okay. So already we have equation number 1. What is that equation number 1? That is Q by A is equal to J minus G. Equation number 1 काय आपलं तर Q by A is equal to J minus G. So in that equation we have to put the value of G. Okay. So we get the, put the value of G. So Q by A is equal to J minus, instead of G we have to put the J minus epsilon into EB divided by 1 minus epsilon. Okay, so do this simplification of this equation, then we get the equation as a Q by A is equal to, take the LCM of this both equation. So LCM is 1 minus E, then cross multiplication. So J minus J into epsilon minus J plus epsilon into EB. So this is the equation for the Q by A, rate of heat transfer per unit area because of the radiation, So Q by A is equal to J minus J into epsilon minus J plus epsilon into EB divided by 1 minus epsilon.
Okay, so this is the equation for the rate of heat transfer per unit area, because J and G, that values in the watt per meter square, that values in the watt per meter square. Okay, yes sir, next slide. Okay, so plus J minus J will be cancelled. So what is the remaining equation? So by this simplification, J will be cancelled. So what is the remaining term? So write down that Q by A is equal to, we have to take the epsilon as a common. So what is the remaining term? EB minus J is there, divided by 1 minus epsilon. Epsilon into bracket EB minus J divided by 1 minus epsilon. So therefore, so we have to take the area at the right hand side. So Q is equal to what? Epsilon into area into bracket EB minus J divided by 1 minus epsilon. So write down the equation for the Q. So we have to take the area at the right hand side. So Q is equal to epsilon into A into bracket EB minus J divided by 1 minus epsilon. Okay. So therefore, we have to take that epsilon into A at the denominator. So that value becomes at the denominator of denominator. So Q is equal to what? Q is equal to EB minus J divided by 1 minus epsilon divided by epsilon into A. Okay, so this is the equation for the rate of heat transfer due to the radiation. Okay, so EB is nothing but emissive power of a black body. J is nothing but radiosity. So that is nothing but due to this difference, emissive power of a black body and radiosity, because of this difference heat transfer will be takes place, and whatever the factor which is at the denominator, which factor at the denominator, that is 1 minus epsilon divided by epsilon into A, because of this factor resists the flow of the current, heat. जो काही हिटला अपोज होणार आहे तो कशामुळे होणार आहे? व्हॉट एव्हर द फॅक्टर विच इज ॲट द डिनॉमिनेटर, बिकॉज ऑफ दॅट फॅक्टर which factor opposes the heat flow. Okay, so that 1 minus epsilon divided by epsilon into A, that factor opposes the rate of heat transfer. Okay, so as we know that what is the Ohm's law, what is the equation for the Ohm's law? I is equal to V divided by I, V divided by R. आता आपल्याला हे Ohm's law माहिती आहे, I is equal to V by R. So what is the meaning of this equation? Current is flowing because of the पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्स, म्हणजे जो काही व्होल्टेजचा डिफरन्स प्रोड्यूस होत असतो त्याच्यामुळे करंट फ्लो होत असतो. आणि जो काही डिनॉमिनेटरला फॅक्टर आहे, डिनॉमिनेटरला कुठला फॅक्टर आहे? रेझिस्टन्स हा फॅक्टर आहे. तर हा रेझिस्टन्स फॅक्टर काय करणार आहे? तुमच्या करंटला अपोज करणार आहे. ओके, सिमिलरली इन द हीट ट्रान्सफर इक्वेशन Q इज फ्लोइंग बिकॉज ऑफ द EB minus J, and whatever the factor which is at the denominator, that factor opposes the heat flow, that is 1 minus epsilon divided by epsilon into A, that factor opposes the Q. समजले? म्हणजे हे दोन इक्वेशन्स आहेत, हे दोन इक्वेशन आपण कम्पेअर करणार आहेत. वन इक्वेशन इज फॉर द हीट ट्रान्सफर, अनदर इक्वेशन फॉर द करंट ट्रान्सफर. ओके, सो क्यू इज अॅनालॉगस टू व्हॉट? करंट. जशी हीट फ्लो होणार आहे तसा करंट फ्लो होणार आहे. हीट कशामुळे फ्लो होणार आहे? तर तुमच्या
इमिसिव्ह पॉवर आणि रेडिओसिटीच्या डिफरन्समुळे तुमची हीट फ्लो होणार आहे. तर करंट कशामुळे फ्लो होणार आहे, तर पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्समुळे. ओके, करंटला अपोज कोण करणार आहे, रेझिस्टन्स अपोज करणार आहे. म्हणजे जो काय तुमचा डिनॉमिनेटरला फॅक्टर आहे तो फॅक्टर तुमच्या करंटला अपोज करतोय. म्हणजे तसंच आपण काय म्हणणार आहे, तुमच्या हीटला अपोज कोण करणार आहे, जो काय फॅक्टर डिनॉमिनेटरला, म्हणजे डिनॉमिनेटरला कुठला फॅक्टर आहे, 1 मायनस epsilon डिवायडेड बाय epsilon into A. So that factor opposes the current. Okay, so we have to compare these two equations, equation of the current and equation of the heat flow. We have to comparing these two equation and we have to check the analogy from these two equations. Okay, so we have to check the analogies by using these two equations. So next slide. Yes sir. Okay, so from these two equations we have to check the analogous. म्हणजे जसा करंट फ्लो होणार आहे तशी काय होणार आहे, हीट फ्लो होणार आहे. सो I is analogous to what, Q. हीट फ्लो होते तसा करंट फ्लो होते. म्हणजे करंट हा कशाच्या सिमिलर आहे, हीटच्या सिमिलर आहे. सो I is analogous to Q. So all of you write down, I is analogous to Q. I is analogous to Q. Okay. From that two equations, जसं व्होल्टेज पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्स मुळे काय होणार आहे, आपला हीट फ्लो होणार आहे. सो सिमिलरली बिकॉज ऑफ व्हॉट हीट इज फ्लोइंग, दॅट इज EB मायनस J. EB मायनस जो काही न्यूमरेटरला डिफरन्स आहे त्या डिफरन्स मुळे काय होणार आहे, आपली हीट फ्लो होणार आहे. सो potential difference is analogous to that EB minus J. So write down the next statement. V is analogous to EB minus J. V is analogous to EB minus J. Okay. So similarly, we have to write down the R is analogous to what? We have to write down the R is analogous to what? Okay. आता रेजिस्टन्स करंटला अपोज करतोय. सो इन दॅट वे our heat transfer equation is Q is equal to EB minus J divided by 1 minus epsilon divided by epsilon into A. So this factor opposes the heat transfer. So we have to write down, therefore R is analogous to 1 minus epsilon divided by epsilon into A. 1 minus epsilon divided by epsilon into A. 1 minus epsilon divided by epsilon into A. Okay, so this is nothing but resistance. तर हा रेजिस्टन्स कुठला असणार आहे, सरफेसचा रेजिस्टन्स असणार आहे. कारण आपण हीट ट्रान्सफर जी केली ती सरफेस वरती केली आणि सरफेस वरनच रेडिएशन इमिट झालेले आहेत. सो दिस हीट ट्रान्सफर और दिस रेजिस्टन्स इज नथिंग बट सरफेस रेजिस्टन्स फॉर द रेडिएशन. ज्या वेळेला रेडिएशन मध्ये आपण सरफेस रेजिस्टन्स फाइंड आउट करणार आहे. सो फॉर द फाइंडिंग आउट द सरफेस रेजिस्टन्स वी हॅव टू यूज द इक्वेशन एज ए 1 मायनस epsilon डिवायडेड बाय epsilon into A. epsilon म्हणजे काय असणार आहे, इम्युसिव्हिटी असणार आहे आणि एरिया म्हणजे त्या प्लेटचा सरफेस एरिया असणार आहे. सो बाय युझिंग दॅट वी हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट दी सरफेस रेजिस्टन्स. ओके, म्हणजे एखाद्या प्लेट मधून जी काही हीट ट्रान्सफर होणार आहे तर त्या हीट ट्रान्सफरला हा फॅक्टर काय करणार आहे, अपोज करणार आहे. ओके, सो हाऊ टू कॅल्क्युलेट दिस फॅक्टर, दॅट इज सरफेस रेजिस्टन्स, दॅट इज 1 minus epsilon divided by epsilon into A. 1 minus epsilon divided by epsilon into A. So because of this factor opposes the heat transfer. So this is nothing but surface resistance for the radiation. समजले. ज्यावेळेला आपल्याला एखादा सरफेस दिलेला आहे आणि सांगितलेलं आहे की ह्या सरफेस मधून हीट ट्रान्सफर होत आहे, तर त्याच्यासाठी आपल्याला काय करायला लागेल, वी हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट दी सरफेस रेजिस्टन्स अँड बाय युझिंग दॅट वी हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट दी रेट ऑफ हीट ट्रान्सफर. अँड सपोज देयर आर टू प्लेट्स, one plate is there and another plate is there, and in between that two plates if there is a space, so for that particular space we have to calculate the space resistance. समजतंय बघा, ज्या वेळेला दोन प्लेटच्या मध्ये जर स्पेस दिला असेल तर एक जी प्लेट आहे त्याचा सरफेस रेजिस्टन्स वी हॅव टू कन्सिडर, देन व्हॉट एव्हर दी स्पेस बिटवीन टू प्लेट्स, देन वी हॅव टू कन्सिडर दिस space resistance is there, then another surface, then we have to consider the surface resistance of that plate is also. Okay, so in that way we have to calculate the टोटल रेजिस्टन्स फॉर दॅट जॉमेट्री. जी काय आपल्याला जॉमेट्री दिलेली आहे, समजा 2 प्लेट असतील, 3 प्लेट असतील, तर 3 प्लेटचे 3 सरफेसेस, त्याच्यानंतर त्याच्यामध्ये जे काही गॅप्स असतील त्या गॅप्स मधला स्पेस रेजिस्टन्स असणार आहेत. सो वी हॅव टू take the consideration of all these resistances, take the addition of the all resistances, then we have to calculate the total heat transfer by using these resistances. We have to calculate the total resistances by using these resistances. Okay, so this is about the surface resistance, that is 1 minus epsilon divided by epsilon into A. ह्या इक्वेशनचा यूज करून आपण काय करू शकतोय, एखाद्या सरफेसचा रेजिस्टन्स आपण फाइंड आउट करू शकतोय. आता नेक्स्ट लेक्चरला आपण काय करणार आहे, वी हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट दी space resistance. What is the equation for the space resistance? Okay, so that part we have to cover in the next lecture. That part we have to cover in the next lecture. At the 1 p.m. we have to take the another lecture of the heat transfer. At that time we have to find out the equation for the space resistance. Okay, so all of you put your roll numbers in the chat box immediately. Within 1 minute, all of you put your roll numbers in the chat box. And at the 12 p.m. yes sir, we have to stop the presentation. All of you put your roll number fast.